See what we got going on over here. There's some raiding going on. Oh, we got more than a raiding party right here. This is a large Southern Empire force. Besieging Saniopa. Okay. I knew that would eventually bait them, and here they come. And, whoa, that is a fucking incredibly powerful army. That is going to be more than we can bite off in this episode. And the reason is because at the request of a few people with comments, they're suggesting that we try a few more very difficult village sieges with low-level armies. And after about a half hour, maybe an hour of wandering my different citadels, castles, and recruiting from villages, we have acquired this extremely low-level army. I mean, it is probably level 2 and 3 heaviest. In fact, we have no tier 5, intentionally no tier 5 or 6 units, and very few tier 4 units. So we can't realistically challenge that kind of army. 2100, triple our number, and powerful units. Whoa, we're getting converged on here. Now we've got Sturgian forces. See if we get pinched between these two armies. Traveling to Saniopa to besiege. Alright, so as usual, the AI here is storming our cities with fucking a vengeance. And this is a very powerful army too. See, I dumped most of our tier 5 units at Saniopa. Maybe 10 minutes ago. A saved game 10 minutes ago. So, but you know what? This might seem crazy, but with a bunch of tier 3, tier 2 units, let's take on this powerful Sturgian force, twice our size, the year 1492. This guy says he's waited a long time for this day. Well, we're sort of taking revenge here for the people of Crios. This village was a big part of the Peasants campaign. For those who watched it, of course, the whole Peasants campaign started at Crios, and it has a landscape that I think is appropriate and beneficial for defending villages. And of course, that's the episode that you're watching. This is another one of our village defense episodes. You can see even our companions have really ghetto units. I mean, 37 Battanian volunteers. That guy had nothing but the lowest level militia. To say this is difficult is an understatement. The enemy's way out there. Looks like we got a stormy battleground here. I think that makes it harder for archery too. I can't remember exactly what the developers said. But we have a funnel here. So let's put her in charge of the 7th Corps. I've got 3 different archer divisions. I'm going to have 3 different infantry divisions. And I have a tiny cav division. So what I want is, of course, the 1st division to be the shield. The 3rd division will be shock troops to attack the units attacking that shield. There's way too many javelin guys in there. And then, of course, the 6th Corps is javelin heavy. Zuvan will lead the 6th Corps. Let's see if I can configure this right. I want some shock. We don't have very many shock troops, of course, because we don't have very many tier 4 units. We probably have 40 or 30 tier 4 units in our entire army. And no tier 5 and no 6. So let's see what this looks like here. Alright, there's a few guys with shields in there, but that's about 18 shock units. That's definitely going to help. We'll use them to good effect. We'll charge when the enemy's sort of surrounding our square. The skirmishers behind them. Almost every guy in this line has some javelins. That's going to help. But of course, we don't have Battanian wildlings. We don't have Battanian fiend champs. We don't have much of anything, right? We have militia. We've got, I see a couple of hardened crossbow. That's a tier 4 Vlandian archer. I think we have like a half dozen Battanian heroes, which is their tier 4, and all the rest is militia and tier 3 and tier 2. I think there's even some tier 1 scuzzy troops like volunteers, right? Just the ghettoest of the ghetto. And we have 12 heavy cavalry, and by the look of this army at the beginning here, it looked like they had a massive amount of cavalry. Now look at our motley crew here. Just like the Peasants' Revolt, we'll try to stave these guys off with a bunch of guys wearing their nicest outdoor parkas. These guys look like they're ready for winter, not for battle. But nevertheless, battle we will give them. There's fucking thunder rattling. And how interesting. The enemy is going very heavy cavalry on one side. They have almost 200 cavalry on this side, so let's put a defense here. We don't have many cav to sort of repel. You know, we have 12 cav to repel 200 cavalry. What could go wrong? And I think I'll divide this 1st division. I was not going to use 8 divisions, but we're going to stick a handful of spearmen here with the cavalry, sort of hope to bolster our right. We can't just have 200 cavalry trample through here, otherwise this battle will end in like 30 seconds. I mean, look at these motley guys we're fighting with here. What is this? Oh, he got off his horse. That captain got off his horse. Speaking of getting off his horse, look at this noble. You just want to get off your horse so bad there, fellas, don't you? Just ate shit fucking right in the face. Consguard and his noble retainer. Down they go. I hear a guy over here, too. Come on, scout. Are you over here? Oh, it's quick draw. Who's faster? Not you. Let's see what we got going on here. We got some nice music. This music was requested by a subscriber. I actually really like this. If you want certain music, please request it. I can't guarantee I'm going to play it, but if you request some music and I think it's appropriate for battle, we will put them on some of these episodes. Hopefully he enjoys this. I enjoy this track. It seems very appropriate here, trying to hold back the giant hordes of all of Calradia here with our 700 fucking peasants wearing their finest fucking potato sack to battle, and the enemy pours in with a legion of fucking legionary, etc. This is going to be brutal. Let's go though. We're all up for challenges here, right? First division, we're going to start to form that into a square and pull it back. The third corps is here. We're going to drag them back a little bit. Let's get the 6th back. The archers are in good position. They're raining in arrows thick as hell. Of course, they don't do much damage, right? If you've ever been shot by militia, it does like 5 and 3. And of course, these are, look at these elite troops. Heroic linebreaker, heroic linebreaker. All right, the square's off to the side. The 3rd is sent into it. Destroy everything in sight. And I'm gonna be jumping on and off my horse in this battle. Right now, I'm gonna stay on. I don't know how we're gonna kill 200 cavalry. They have 200 heavy cav in this first charge. It just looks like a wall of cavalry. I think I might have killed one of our guys already. Look at this, what a mess. Charge with the 6th. The 2nd cav is still holding the line there, and I don't know how well they held the line against 200 cavalry. It's an absolute fucking maelstrom of enemy troops. Our 6th is in here scrambling, though. Our 3rd is in here trying to hold back the line. All those shock troops will get killed. At least our archers are probably free. There's so much fighting here. Yeah, the archers look like they're doing okay. Well, there's some cav in there as well. I'm going to be wielding my super fast hammer. Actually, this is not my super fast hammer. This is my very fast hammer. My super fast hammer is in my other weapon slot. I'll use that when I get into hand-to-hand combat on the ground. Let's get these archers pulled back a little bit more. We don't have any room to operate here at the very back of the map. It's a fucking chaotic scrum. Well, there's definitely a kill of one of our own guys. I killed 2 of our own guys. That's not good. 1 is good luck. I think 2 is ominous. All right, I'm going to wade in here. I'm trying to get behind the enemy so I can just absolutely start tearing up their line. Pretty much nothing can handle this fast hammer once I sort of get the timing and spacing down. It's just an absolute fucking whirligig of death. Horses die, people die, troops get obliterated. Of course, the enemy's got elite troops. They're not going to go down easy. But this first wave, it looks like we've finally taken most of it out. They've got some heavy cav here. Thought I had my hammer out. Let's take a few of these guys off their horses. Oh shit, the enemy already has archers here. I did not anticipate this. Let's get that 6th corps down here, and I'm going to smash some of these guys in the face. Change their mind about coming into our courtyard here. Of course, these guys always seem to block like they're fucking a samurai. God damn, these archers are very bad. Let's get the 6th corps right in their face to the shield wall. Our archers are getting pounded right now. As if 200 heavy cav wasn't enough. Now we got to deal with all these tough archers. God damn it. All right, let's into battle we go here. Let's wade in. Let's fucking knock as many of these Battanian Fiends on their ass as we can. Of course, they have dozens of Battanian Fiend champs for some reason. In my campaign, the enemies... Oh shit, reinforcements right over the ridge. Okay, let's pull this infantry up right in the face of the enemy. What archers is this? Cav can follow me. What division are you fellas? 7th. All right, those guys are going to go... They will be fine over the ridge. We will probably have them stand still. God damn, our 6th just got wiped out. We're barreling in here with this new infantry division. I don't know if they're going to have the greatest access because they're charging over a ridge into archers. That's what we wanted the enemy to do to us. Let's get cav parked in front of the enemy here. The 6th is getting over the corner though, so shield wall. Those guys can be told to charge. Those 7th archers are in good state. Let's have them stand still. I'm starting to fumble over my words here. I'm trying to narrate and do so much at the same time. This is pressing me to the max. Now let's start wading in here again. I can't wait for hand-to-hand combat with this fast hammer. Look at this thing. It's just an absolute laser. I can swing it 5 times before the guy gets up. Get up! All these horses die. Anybody gets close, dead. Oh, here we go. More guys to kill. This is a lot of infantry. God, the enemy is getting their troops reinforcements up here quickly. Another huge wave of death we just suffered. I don't even know where it's happening from. I just see a huge thing of red. Of course, we've got militia. Militia does not last very long. All right, the 6th is in a square. I can only hope that the archers do good work. We will get more reinforcements. As you can see, though, the reinforcements are not coming out in optimal locations. All right, 6th can be told to charge. These archers just are not doing much damage. I see them hitting the enemy, and they just kind of grunt and stand there. Ugh. They're getting, like, pricked. I guess I'm going to have to kill half these guys myself. Well, we accept. Challenge accepted. Get up. Feels like that scene in The Equalizer where he's like, get up. Come on, get up. Oh, we finally found some sturdy shields here. We'll grab a horse, try to figure out what our reinforcement situation is. I can tell you our militia is being annihilated. Okay, reinforcements just came over the ridge. Everybody stand still. A lot of these militia are out of arrows. That's bad. Okay, so I've got 2 different divisions over the ridge. I'm going to have to attend to them. These guys are fucked because our army is divided here. I'm going to try to get to our reinforcements. These guys are attacking and shooting. They're going to do the best they can, which is not very good. The infantry line is here. I want to divide this. I want the infantry to stay on our side. All right, so this 4th Corps, stay over here. Unfortunately, the guys on the other side, we're going to kind of isolate here. Archers here, there's a little bit of a ridge the enemy will have to come over. Instead of us going over it, we're going to make them come over it. Cav is barreling in here. I'm just a one-man fucking anti-cav train. Keep bringing in weak-ass cav there, enemy. Fucking crush them all. Alright, those guys can be in a shield wall there and hold that ridge. And let's see if there's anything left of our main forces over here. They're probably annihilated. Yeah, I just see them getting dropped. I think, yeah, they're all dead. Okay, well, we're holding this ridge. Let's see what kind of onslaught we can provide to the enemy over there. Motherfucker, there's tons of reinforcements coming in. We got more reinforcements. Let's set this infantry facing the enemy infantry here. We're going to have to attack this. The problem is that we have enemies now on both sides, and there's nothing I can do about it. Of course, we're badly outnumbered. Nothing I can do about it other than join these battles in battle. That's something to do about it, right? Let's wade in on these motherfuckers. God, these are weak troops. None of these guys even have shields. All right, back up. We'll send them in like shock troops. The enemy's not going at all for our archers. We've got no choice but to charge. Charge with these weak-ass volunteers and whatnot. Oh, shit. The enemy's just all fucking infantry. This is very bad for us. Our archers are going to have very little effect. And despite my valiant effort here, God, I must have 80 or 100 kills. What is this? 10 minutes, too. This is a fast battle. We are smoked. I just see huge streams of red death spam. And look at our troops that are dying, right? Volunteer, volunteer. You can't win. Well, I was going to say you can't win a battle like this. This might be an unwinnable battle, especially with how they fucking dumped our reinforcements over the ridge. Basically divided. It was Caesar divide and conquer, only the AI did it to me. Incredibly, I have half my health. This is what happens when I wear my best armor. I mean, I'm just getting pinpricks. And in some ways, it's what's happening when our infantry, our militia attacks the enemy, right? They're just unable. Look at this. These guys can't kill me. 3, 2. I'm looking at the damage. It took them 100 blows to kill me. Well, what was it? Big Lebowski, where Walter Sobchak, he's like, wow, or no, True Grit, he said, wow, that didn't pan out. That's exactly what happened here. That didn't pan out. You might be surprised. We do show our victories here on the channel. This is part of life, part of reality. Even with a tactical plan, sometimes it's too much, right? This is a very strong enemy. We're outnumbered 2-1 here. And frankly, we got our asses kicked. We killed 1,000, I guess. So we did kill you know, 40-50% more than the amount of troops we had, which I guess is an accomplishment, but I'm pretty dissatisfied with this. In fact, I'm thinking about reloading this battle and going to get some of my brother troops and sort of having a vengeance here at Crios to show you guys the value of this city. So stay tight, or stay tuned, a little bit of editing, and we'll be right back. Well, a little bit of brutality here. Our enemy evidently doesn't like Zuvan. Unfortunately, this is just an exhibition. This is not my campaign. This is not the first time this has happened. Evidently, I killed too many enemies here. Zuvan gets executed at the end of this this battle here. Yes, the magic of save scumming. We get another shot at this Sturgian force here. We've gone to our local city, Saneopa. I had a save game maybe about 5 minutes before this battle happened. Fortunately, all the same events are occurring here. You can see we're actively hemorrhaging troops. That's because I loaded up on a few extra troops here at our castle, or at our city of Saneopa. All of our armies have a few extra, but we're still completely going to go without tier 5 and tier 6 units for this battle. We'll do some upgrades here, and again, we're still outnumbered almost 2-1, so there's definitely a chance that the exact same thing happens here, or at least a similar thing happens. But since we have this new group of about maybe 50 or 60 tier 4 units, and we've dumped some of our absolutely lowest, we no longer have volunteers, we're going to give this Sturgeon another shot. It's almost like, you know, you got beat up by a gang or something like that, and then your big brother you know, showed up the next day and you're ready for round 2 here. Yeah, we've waited a long time, buddy. 10 minutes since you executed me. Look at, he looks shocked that I'm still alive. We did a little save scumming here, and we're going to give you another shot there, Porev. 1492, the year that Columbus sailed the ocean blue. You can see other armies here are, they're reasonably improved as well. We've got rid of some of the absolute lowest troops, but again, no tier 4 or no tier 5 or tier 6. So this would be very much like the armies we fielded in the Peasants' Revolt. If you never checked out the Peasants' Revolt, if you're new to the channel, it's one of the few campaigns where I sort of played out each step along the way. Admittedly, I didn't start from the very beginning, but you can check that out. This is actually the city where it all began, this Crios. So I'm going to try a little different area this time. There's a little bit of a channel over here between the buildings, and there's elevation. I don't have quite the Peekaboo Ridge here, but I'm hoping if we can do some savage flanking on the enemy, of course pound the enemy with arrows as they get closer to us, and then most importantly, our reinforcements shouldn't be half the map away, that we can give them a better fight here in this second battle. Of course, most of this is going to be the same. You frequently do see me engage the enemy from a flank with skirmishers and shock troops. This is why I recommend, guys out there, you guys really, eventually you're going to want to be controlling 5, 6, 7, 8 divisions, because it gives you more versatility. Look at how many nasty shock troops are in there. Now, none of those guys are tier 5. We don't have Palace Guards, I think, are the tier 5 Asurai, but they're the one tier down from that. So the enemy has lots of tier 5 and tier 6, and we are going to try to defeat them with, I would say our army is probably 40 or 50% tier 4 now, maybe 30%. And then a bunch of militia and other tier 3 units. So this nice little hill here, I've got to work out the sight lines, but this is going to work out well for a couple archer divisions. I'm actually going to put both here. I'm not going to kite over this ridge unless the battle flow indicates that that's the best plan. Then we'll stick a small, let's see, not one guy. We'll stick a small archery division on the other side for a little bit of flanking fire, but believe it or not, this is actually sacrificial. I'm putting that archery unit there with the hope that their heavy cav, you know, that 100 and whatever 98 units, attacks that archer division and sort of focuses on it and leaves these other 2 divisions alone. Of course, we have the benefit of hindsight here, trying to get these archers aligned just right. You don't want those guys overlapping like that. Knowing kind of what the enemy is likely to do gives us a much better chance to win this battle. So we're slightly upgraded. We've obtained the cheat codes, so to speak, for this battle. Right, we have the enemy's blueprints, just like in the Civil War. At one point, the American Civil War, they actually literally got secret orders like 19 or something from General Lee. And the Union Army knew basically what he was going to do. Of course, they still lost. General Lee still outmaneuvered him. But just like that, we know what the enemy's going to do here, and hopefully that gives us a better chance to to. I mean, I want to say we're gonna win this battle, but I don't want to, like that first battle. I thought we had some chance, and we got the floor mopped with us. So we'll see how it goes. We got this same dipshit coming in here. He can't wait to die. There's always a noble or two that is just like incredibly overzealous. Takes a javelin right in the sphincter. Down he goes. We got a scout over here. This guy can eat shit too, causing me to waste all my javelins, motherfuckers. This guy juking like fucking Muhammad Ali. I like to kill this guy because he's got that flag, right? Remove their bonus. All right. In they come again. It's time to open fire. We've got guys uphill. We've got a little crossfire here. Hopefully, when our reinforcements arrive, they don't arrive somewhere else. They'll arrive right here and help us deal with this giant enemy vanguard. And in we go again. Pound this guy against this little horse pen fence. Drill some of these guys. Oh shit, I didn't mean to jump off. I'm gonna get right back on. I use the brake a lot. Let me kill this noble here. I'll explain that in a second. Get up. This guy fucking juking. Oh shit, the brake explanation will have to wait. Let's back these guys into a square. Let's see which division. Okay, they're coming from that way. Let's move the 3rd back. We're going to charge with them. I'm going to keep the 6th back a little longer. Let those guys throw javelins a little bit longer. There's some guys in there that have, I think they have 10. Like Lake Rat Wreckers, I think, have 8 or 10 javelins. So we'll let them work at range for a while. The square is doing well. Of course, that archer division over there is destroyed, as is our cav square. That's okay. It's holding back the hordes over there. We're going to wade in over here. These guys run right by the most dangerous guy in the battlefield. We're going to light them up with javelins, teach them a good lesson. Suddenly it turned incredibly green. The screen just now turned incredibly red. It's back and forth we go. We're waiting in here with the 3rd. I'm keeping the 6th back, and now it's time for me to do a little hammer work. Oh, they've assigned a fucking spy this time. There's immediately a legionary chasing me around with his shield up. Let's get this square backed up. It's telling them to attack him, so I'm on fire and getting slashed. We're gonna have to manually control these guys here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, it's time to fucking pound some bitches. We welcome a fight. You guys all have weapons with the speeds in the 60s, and ours is 100. Bring it. Come get some. What was that, Duke Nukem? Come get some. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. None of you guys are probably old enough to know what that is. Maybe they did a remake. Maybe you guys knew about that. Anyways, I digress here. We're talking tactics. We're throwing javelins at guys on the ground. There's a lot of red, but we're also killing a lot of guys here. I think the cavalry is a major problem. I think I'll grab a horse. We really don't have a big counter to this other than archers, so I think I'm gonna have to just pound some cavalry here. My lice, my lice. Yeah, I got some lice too, especially in the medieval era. My nice long hammer here is really dangerous to cavalry, although they're forming like a square. You don't see the enemy do this very often. They've tightened into a defensive knot, I think, to try to survive here. So we're gonna try to kill as many as we can, despite their shields being up. There's just horses everywhere. They might be regrouping already. That did not happen the first battle. Of course, it was just a consistent onslaught because we killed so many. Let's chase down some of these bitches, insolent fucks, before they get back to their reinforcements. Even the music feels different. It's a random playlist I have, and it just feels kind of like, doesn't it just sound like success? Let's get these guys reset here. That was amazing. We survived their whole first round without getting reinforcements. Outnumbered 2-1. There's still a few troops here. I'm not going to focus on them. I'm going to get these units reset here. We have not gotten reinforcements. I don't see any. Get the fuck out of here. Well, so far so good. I'm going to keep the 3rd and 6th on this ridge here. What I like about it is they can peel over that ridge if they need to. I see you coming for me, motherfucker. Fucking stab me in my chest. Pay for it. In fact, not only that, I'm going to desecrate you, teabag you, and take your shield. Give me this shit. So the 3rd and the 6th, I also like I can hide behind these houses. This is one of the major advantages to these maps, right? Of course, this whole episode, it's Revenge of Crios, but it's also, we're tactics here, right? We're defending villages. I'm showing you guys villages you can use successfully in your own game. And I think this map counts. We'll see. We still have to win victory here, but so far the onslaught is good. They're bringing up an infantry wave. Very bad decision. They should be flanking with cav, because if they're not going to interrupt our archers, we have the range advantage, at least for now. Their archers are probably right behind them, so we're going to keep these... Let's see what we'll do here. We'll kill some nobles. That's what we're going to do for sure. I've got the skirmishers here. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's get these 3rd Division charging. They've got kind of a group of units that ran between the buildings there. Look at how green the screen is. Our archers are raking. It's just low-level archers, but they're killing a lot of units. The square is being surrounded, but we're surrounding the units that are on the square. The square guys are zerged. In other words, the enemy that's attacking the square is zerged. I still have 6th Corps guys here. Follow me, boys. Let's circle around the enemy here, cut them off from behind, make sure they can't regroup again, and execute this fucking Sturgian force. Speaking of executions, if we win this battle, I assure you, Porev is going to fucking lose his head. There's tons of green death spam. We've got this massive units here, and the enemy's infested in it like lice, but they're being shot to pieces by our archers because they're back there on the ridge. I just see flaming arrows firing into here. Time to get medieval on these motherfuckers and break out the extra fast hammer here. Let's just fucking destroy everything in sight. It's very short. It's just like I told my wife on the honeymoon. It's very short, but I move it quickly and good things happen. All right, we got reinforcements here as I hoped. You can spread these archers out right on this same ridge. Let's move this infantry division towards them. What's this? It's mostly shield infantry. Let's get those guys in a wall. The 3rd Division, let's get the 6th back, actually. Let's reserve these guys, and they can throw javelins. The 1st Division's in here scrumming. The enemy's moving up archers, I see. We're looking good. Let's actually put these guys right there. I want the enemy to come to us. I still have a huge amount of health. I've really been able to avoid serious blows this 2nd battle. Oh shit, see, here's where I want to use this building. Let's tuck in the 3rd and the 6th right on this building. None of those archers can shoot us now. I'm going to wait in here. I got lots of health. I'm young. I'm feeling virile. Fucking archers getting blown up left and right. There's always a Battanian fiend who wants some of this hammer, and then they quickly change their mind. It just gets trucked. Let's charge these infantry divisions. These are archers that are vulnerable now. They're getting interrupted. I gotta not get carried away, but these guys are absolutely fodder. No chance against this hammer. Just clubbed all over the place. Oh shit, they got a lot here. Alright, fast hammer time. Fuck. Let's get that square pushed in on these archers. What else do we have here? Let's get the 3rd moved in a line. When that 6th loops around, I'm going to circle behind the protection of their shield walls and absolutely cut a path through these fucking archers. Our archers are raining death. That 7th position just got into position. Oh, they're fucking reforming or routing. Let's move up. Everybody charge. This is an F1, F3 situation. The enemy's getting flamed on the way out. We're going to make them pay for fucking attacking us here. The revenge of Crios. Let's get these archers moved up just in case they turn on us here. You just never know sometimes. The enemy will turn on you and things will go very bad. They look like they want to regroup. How about now, fellas? You want to regroup? I'm going to pound you fucks on the way out of here. Let's shift to fucking laser hammer. Look how fast this fucking thing is. I think it's like 100 or a 101 speed. Alright. So, you got more reach than me? Let's get the long hammer. Club your fucking ass. I love it. I got this Battanian hero up me, helping me out. I think this fucking battle's over. I just looked up at the power button. We did so well in that first wave that the enemy's morale here is just broken. Get out of here. They could turn for a last surge, so we're going to get our archer lines ready. Infantry moved up. Let's get the 4th and 5th on both sides here. but I think this battle is over. I think we have had our revenge here at Crios. Oh, so I promised to mention it. Usually I forget. The brake, it's not a big deal. Most of you guys probably know this, but it's the same button that you get off a horse. It's actually the best way to slow down your horse too, because if you hold it down, basically, I think this is right. I do it, of course, with muscle memory, but if you hold it down, basically, if you tell your horse, I want to get off you right now, it actually works really well to slow your horse down. Maybe every single guy that's watching this video knows that shit already, but that's why you see me dump my horse like at odd times and jump right back on. I'm just overzealous with the brake. Yeah, these guys are out of here. This battle's over. Flame a few of them on the way out. One last guy gets killed. And we have our revenge here at Crios. All tier 4 and below units, and we just absolutely destroyed this Sturgeon force twice our size. And it wasn't an elite stacked Sturgeon force. I've seen stronger, but that was a very powerful Sturgeon force. And we had 263 losses. I mean, that is a whipping. We'll let all these guys go, everybody except Mr. Porev. Come with me, sir. We've got a nice little block for you to take a knee on. I'm only sadistic in video games. I'm like one of the nicest people. Most people know. Like I'm one of those guys literally who volunteers at the Humane Society and like walks the dogs that nobody wants to adopt. I'm generally a very nice guy, but motherfucking beheads my character. We'll do a little save scumming. I hope we have this guy. That'll be ironic if somehow he escaped. Do a little save scumming here. This guy's got to have him. We're going to jump in our time machine here. Mr. Porev, come with me, you digital pixel. On your knees, motherfucker. It's time to die. And we will have the revenge of Crios. Ah, satisfying. Lop off some heads. Execute, motherfucker. Of course, Zuvan is starting to get executed more and more in the side series and, of course, the campaigns because he kills a lot of guys. But also, I think just all the rating, my relations has started to deteriorate. Who knows what exactly the reason is. Fortunately, that hasn't happened in my main campaign. Anyways, if you thought this episode was fun, if you want to defend villages and have a place to retreat to on your maps in Calradia, you want to subscribe, of course, please let me know what you think of this series. Please leave comments and all that kind of good stuff, friends. I appreciate you guys. I will see you next time.